Hi, welcome back to another episode of Jakari's Imperial Agent playthrough, or Cypher 9. I'm Slicka, and let's get at it. And we're still on Narshada, in the upper industrial sector. It's where we were when we added up last time. The three quests we're on are slice some public terminals around the Verve-Gen building. Interrupting a bidding war between arms dealers and SAS operatives to recover experimental armor plans, and disabling multiple reactors in order to gain access to a Darth Revan's compound. So let's move on. And why am I running? I have no idea. Still not used to the fact that I have vehicles now. I'm still used to running like it was before. Alright, so the first one we're going to disable is the exchanger. No big deal. Looks like someone was around here because everything's dead. And I happen to beat that guy to it. Next, we're gonna head for the Republic area. So there's a lot more people here right now. Bunch of little 37s. Alright, I stopped just to fight these guys.
Come on out! Oh my God.
Just gonna go around and start taking out Republic force.
Not so tough now, dirtbag.
So, as you can see, we actually deal with the Hutts, even the Republic, MB. Just disable these reactors. Back when Tor was in beta and all that, they released trailers, you know, E3, all that. This exact quest where they ran around dealing with all of these reactors. Now, it was more of a trailer, but you know, basically saw a cutscene of this particular quest. Alright, let's invade this deal.
Not that I'm complaining, but don't we have a job to do?
Spell analysis. Just going. Do a little bit of diplomacy.
Leave everything to me, Master. I will not disappoint you.
So just that I ran past something important. So unfortunately, last time you guys saw me in an episode about completing the last mission we were on. I apologize for those who were upset by the fact that I had to end it early. It was already pushing the hour mark. And I want to keep going with it. Alright, so let's pick up these plans. And now we can return to Factor Jarvis. I actually like the look of our agent right now. I like that new, even if it is slightly purple, that new jacket we have. So you've seen multiple Sith Warrior portals since we entered this sector. Some classes have that, where like they have instances, for example, like they gotta go disable 3 key locations that have terminals for whatever reason in order to basically
What's up?
basically that's part of their class mission. Sorry about the pause. Because that's part of their class mission, just like that. They'll have multiple instances, and then that'll be like, say, their quest. Kind of like how I have to slice a bunch of terminals, but they're already outside. Another case would be like the bounty hunter. You've already seen 2 of them. Up here is where they come after they finish their mission on the 6th planet. They come here, and it's kind of like the end all of the act, because Act 1 is planets 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the most part. So far, you know, Balmor and Ursha are 3 and 4 for the Imperial. I know one instance where you were constantly on Ursha every time you ended an act was actually I swear they actually lowered all these bonus quests. I remember killing stuff a lot longer. Alright. So Smuggler's console on Arshida. That I can remember. Like some classes for whatever reason just constantly go to the planet. I'd get into more details, but like I could even use an example with the agent, but if I do that, that would just upset some people because I would be interrupting the story and I don't want to do that for you guys.
Want some of this? Kinda like this one.
Alright.
Another time.
One thing I know that's going to be coming soon is I'm probably going to see if I can do some more Flashpoints videos. I see a lot of people actually enjoyed the Black Talent one. So it has more views than any other video. The only problem I have with doing a lot of stuff in other groups is a lot of people don't one sec, let's handle this security. A lot of people don't like to sit through the same cutscenes, and I can't blame them. I mean, if you just want to get through something, especially if you're on farming it.
There were complications, Master. Please don't deactivate me.
Like, some of them, which you see, like Athos, Hammer Station, they don't really have too many cutscenes. It might be like one scene where they decide what they're gonna do to, for whatever reason, the mission's about. Whereas, you know, Black Talon was a long. But even getting into, say, some of the ones like Boredom Party, and which is Imperial only.
Want some of this?
Something I wish they had is like a jump for it. But anyway, as I was saying, stuff like Boredom Party, like they have a few cutscenes where if you've done it multiple times, you don't want to do it again and watch it. And I can't blame them, so. That's what's kind of held me off on them. Whereas, say, a heroic, I might be able to get past or to convince. Let me show it off. Alright, so one thing I get the feeling of after doing this is I'll end up coming back. So, what I will do is I'm actually going to port myself. Well, I guess I can't. I'm going to port myself to the upper industrial sector. Fly to Watcher X, where he is. Hand in the quest, so you can finally see the end of that and start a new one. And pretty much, get the feeling I'm coming back.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
So it's unfortunate that you see some driving like this. I gotta go to the promenade just to go down to where high profile ward taxi is. So let's see how I've done so far in Arshada, just playing this character. So I've almost killed 300 neutral humans. That's a lot, so 1,000 is not out of the question. For one I've already killed. Oh, the droids, they have to be strong, so they have to be like the battle droids. I only have 5 of those down. So, killing 1,000 opponents in Arshada, I've probably done that. I've probably easily hit 5,000. Alright, so now we're back in Shadowtown. Remember, we can't use the speeder, unfortunately, so I gotta run all the way here. But like I said, I get the feeling I'm going back there, and if I'm wrong, well, I had to do this anyway, so all I did was add maybe 30 seconds to a minute of a driving scene, which doesn't worry me. Kinda wish there was more reasons to come to Shadowtown as different characters, but...
Welcome back, Cypher. Glad you could visit. Most people in Shadowtown seek escape. Spies, assassins. Freedom is the only reason they'd help the Empire. But Imperial intelligence isn't offering me freedom. You know why?
You're insane. Letting you free would be the worst thing we could do.
Imperial intelligence is scared to let me free. But the Watchers know that if I refuse to help, my mental conditioning reacts. If I disobey a superior, I get headaches. They last for days. So I may as well help you. The alternative is less pleasant.
It's interesting.
Whatever it takes to keep you under control.
Me, or anyone else your employers want to train. Now that we have surveillance, I've been able to monitor Verve-Gen's activities. The results are enlightening. As we suspected, they're manufacturing Cyclone. In fact, Verve-Gen is preparing a large quantity of serum for transport and distribution.
Now, before I continue on the conversation, pay attention to what Watcher X just said. It's actually pretty important in the agent story. Like he said, he gets headaches when he doesn't obey a direct superior, and even though it's good to know, so he'll work for me, that means my employers could do that to anyone they want to control. Anyone.
They're transferring the Cyclone to other cells in the network.
That's exactly right. Verve-Gen's day-to-day management is expecting a visit from the owners. That's when the Cyclone will be turned over. Security will increase. Employees sent home, holocams activated, internal defenses powered on. But get into the meeting unnoticed, and you'll find the Terror Cell leaders.
Then we can eliminate the terrorists and destroy the Cyclone.
An appropriate solution. But the approach will require delicacy. With effort, we can create a cybernetic disguise combining armor, implants, and holographic technology. You would appear to be a Class 5 droid. Most security devices don't screen mindless droid workers. Fitted with such a camouflage system, you could walk into Verve-Gen unmolested.
You expect me to go undercover as a droid?
It's the most efficient way to get inside Verve-Gen. More to the point, it's the only way I can think of. I've already assembled the system's components. All that remains is to implant the cybernetics necessary to hide your life readings. I can put you to sleep with an anesthetic before making the incisions. Otherwise, we can begin. The procedure should be swift.
There's no way I'm letting you knock me out.
As you like. I'll go as fast as possible. There. I've inserted 3 implants along your spinal column. The pain should fade quickly. Congratulations. From now on, you'll be able to pass as a machine.
We're losing time. What's next?
It won't be long before the cell leaders arrive at Verve-Gen. I suggest you get to the meeting. Eliminate everyone. Afterward, I'll contact you for confirmation. Good luck, Cypher.
Alright. So, I was not gonna let him knock me out. He's still a criminal, I don't trust him. He could have did anything to me. But those implants, very intriguing. I'm running, let's just send
See
it.
you.
A task just for you? Oh, thank you, Master.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Welcome. Please select
And I
an available
happen to have
travel
been
route.
right, where
Have a safe and pleasant
hostile
day.
takeover is where I'm going, so I'm just heading back to where I need to be, so it means I can continue on with this episode. So one thing you might notice in the heroic quest is there's quite a bit of them. Now, the ones I haven't done, my assumption is they're in networking, the bonus series missions. Here in the upper industrial sector. I'm not really too worried about doing. Like I said, I'll make a heroic only thing. Videos for all the heroic only missions. Just doing them all separately, and eventually they come together. When will this come to fruition? I have no idea. I'm still debating on whether to use like each of my level 50s or get a group together and go tackle them with a character at that level.
From here.
The reactors powering Revan's complex are offline, General.
Magnificent. After all these years, we'll finally learn what secrets Revan left behind.
Since you made this possible, it's only fair you be the first to explore Revan's complex. Find out what happened to the alien slaves, recover Revan's mysterious cargo, and return with your discoveries.
I'd be proud to help out.
With the reactors down, your job will be considerably less impossible than before. Good luck.
Alright. I'm just gonna pick up planetary accommodations now, it's not that big of a deal.
I have what you wanted.
Let me... Yes. This is everything they were offering. I can't believe such scum were able to get their hands on these. My superiors will be pleased to see I was able to acquire them. Of course, those extra credits need to go somewhere, and you are the hero of the hour.
Alright, so let's go and explore Revan's past. Some will be a little bit longer than for a quest, because this is pretty much it. Fighting for a bunch of droids going into Revan's vault.
Come on out, I'll show you my gun. Let's check now, dirtbag.
So I gotta kill 35 droids for the bonus. So you can see there are already people in here. Look at all the dead and turrets. This is from constantly trying to invade this place. But now that the reactors are shut down, the turrets are disabled. But not all the droids. As you can see right in front of us. Now, how can I poison a droid? I don't know, but I'm not gonna argue because I just did. Closest would be like coming up with a computer virus, I guess. And a blue. Very interesting. Almost bypassed the first recording. It means you two have to die.
Puno namnemnenga? Manub meraka naja. Kinamabam. Yak manala. Meraka kemyam amgam nemnu. Namgam pak kijak. Memgam gangi. Nina gegwan. Amnerna hanak. Kamperem ganyam bajiyang. Manik hekum bokam.
Alright, so I'm finding things that look like they have upside down heads.
Naya narangkam. Kala ama nani mami. Lebik bak. Bemka naya nugan. Jinim naya lak umnan mege. Mem amgab kugab. Kramanik. Unka kiga mayamak. Nakag agib kik benabab. Neya agam berakaki. Kam inu nemuk. Naja naya akam memnik meraka. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang mikik. Meraka gemyam amgam nemnu. Namgam bak unakijak.
Okay, these hunger are kind of weird. What they're talking about, the infinite engine, for those who have played Knights of the Republic, you guys know what the Starforge is. And that is exactly what they're using the Starforge. A piece of it. That grows.
Not so tough to bag.
Wow, there's actually some right. So yeah, if you know what the Starforge is, that is exactly what it is. To explain what the Starforge is for those who don't know, it's actually a gigantic spaceship that almost had life. It basically is an infinite amount of like, it has infinite power with machinery capable of taking life and turning it into so much more. Power, food, all that, as you guys just saw. Revan originally used it as an army, and Malak took over.
Jerami nika pula kemgam. Naya narankam. Kala ama nani mami. Libik bak. Kala jiwa nimok. Pemgam nyama naya aikam. Chukagi ne paninu. Hamkam bina bek nemu kemgam. Kamperem ganyam bajiyang. Manik hikum bokam. Kama ne mega nakaka. Manalak laki nabi ne kameraka.
Going by what was originally, what is now canon, the Starforge was destroyed as Revan was redeemed for what he did. Defeating Darth Malak, his former apprentice, in the Starforge.
Kinda like this one. All going down.
Here's even a journal from Revan about the Starforge. So, very interesting. I explained it a lot better than I could have. Just know the Starforge was the last place you fought on. It's the Republic. Let's speak to these Ongries that are somehow still living.
Nenua imuk. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang mikik.
Revan brought you people here centuries ago. How are you still alive?
Kala jiwa nimok. Bemgam nyama naya aikam. Yang perluamka. Kalima naya kira. Nebua ribok. Naya narankam. Kala ama nani mami. Libik bak.
Tell me everything you know about the Infinite Engine, starting with where it came from.
Nibaga klamka. Gakyam. Glaknimu amya galak. Kam inu nemuk. Naja naya akam memnik miraka. Laporam amka. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgram.
I have better things to do than join your little cult.
Mengam gamgi, nina gegwan, amnerna hanak. Manub meraka naja, kinamabam, yak manala. Jukagi ne paninu, am kambina bek nemu kemgram.
I'm not leaving here without that machine.
Meraka kemyam amgam nemnu, namgam.
We're not waiting generations for this. Alright, so we took the Infinite Engine. Now, what I'm going to do is, as soon as we get out of here, I'm actually going to run down and do that quest we just got from Watcher X. Even though I could turn this in first, because I'm not that far from where we were. I'll have to think on it. Let's kill you. I'm
Tough now, dirtbag.
Someone really want to kill everything now. I mean, pretty much done here.
I'm gone.
So we get toxic skin and evasion. Lose all hostile effects and increases your chance to dodge by 100% for 3 seconds. Snap break self and purges a friendly target of up to 2 negative tech or physical effects. Alright, just because I happen to be here, I'll turn this in. And then we'll be heading to Verve-Gen.
Can't live without me, huh?
The operation in Darth Revan's complex was a success, General. Have a look at this.
I can feel it humming with power. What is it? Some sort of device?
I found this machine with the descendants of Revan's alien slaves. It furnished everything they needed to survive.
Including those impossible assassin droids and turrets, presumably. Those descendants of Revan's slaves you mentioned. Are the aliens still alive?
I executed them.
Just as well. I doubt they'd be of any use to us. The Emperor will be pleased. You've done a commendable job. I'll have this machine transported to Drummond Cass for study. With any luck, we can put it to good use.
I'm glad you're so excited.
I've just received a request for assistance from my colleague Major Damaris in network access. If you visit that sector, he could use you.
Alright, let us continue on. So, Time to do our data center, or sorry, our hostile takeover. Data center raid will definitely be next episode.
Task just for you? Oh, thank you, Master.
Just trying to keep up with my professions for when I do get this character to 50. So now we're heading into Verve-Gen. Under the fact that we're gonna basically be turned into a droid with these implants, like a disguise. From what I understand, I can turn on at any time, as obviously right now I am not a droid. So let's break in there.
What's up?
And now I'm a droid. That for whatever reason is able to run around next to Cleo. But I'm not gonna argue. So this is Verve-Gen, huh? Interesting. What do you think about my disguise, everyone? Make a pretty good looking droid. Pretty tall building. A lot of, hopefully I don't have to fight my way out here. Right of here, but I get the feeling I will.
After the test results came in, we made some modifications. The serum lasts longer. The side effects kick in later. But it's still lethal. No matter what we do, Cyclone will burn up its users from the inside out.
I'm not concerned about fatalities. The men and women taking the serum understand the necessity of sacrifice. This is an important day for us. You've created a new weapon in our fight for freedom. One that we'll use to great advantage.
We're all honored to hear that from the Eagle, sir. Verve-Gen is your partner in the cause.
So I'm not gonna say anything just yet.
How do you want to proceed?
You and your men will distribute Cyclone to the cells and continue overseeing Nar Shaddaa. Verve-Gen will remain under your watch. Wraith and Pradot will continue managing the business.
I appreciate your faith in me, sir.
Smugglers are ready and waiting. As soon as we're done here, I'll get the serum to them.
I think I'm gonna say something here.
Your cell wasn't easy to find. Almost lost your trail.
What the deuce?
Some sort of holographic disguise. The droid's no droid.
I don't understand.
Who are you? Why are you interrupting a private meeting?
Thought I could learn a few things. Make a few contacts.
Handle
Here
this.
I am.
You all know your duties.
You can answer questions once you're strapped down in a med lab.
Jordo, we can't start shooting up Verve-Gen. What do I tell the employees?
That's the last of your problems right now.
Let's deal with this intruder.
Something's wrong with the internal defenses. I can't get a response.
Secure the building, and don't let anyone escape. Anyone who needs a boost from Cyclone, take it.
No, this was a pretty big joke. And they all just took Cyclone. So I got to meet the Eagle. And he's dealing with these terrorists directly. So, pretty interesting.
Recording function activated. Self-diagnosis. Critical. I'm going to die. I'm looking at the woman who's going to kill me.
A cyborg. How convenient. You eliminated the cell leaders. Now we must remove every trace of their operation and prevent their followers from regrouping. The terrorist communications hub, the system they use to arrange meetings, store secrets, broadcast propaganda, must be destroyed. The man at your feet is our opportunity.
He's a person, not an opportunity.
You don't believe that any more than I do. We can use his computer-enhanced brain to locate the hub. You'll need to route me to his cortical implant.
What? You can't do that!
There should be a standard interface somewhere on his skull. Connect your holocommunicator, and I can slice the data inside his mind.
Please, I'll tell you what you need to know. Just don't slice my brain.
Okay, so originally I did not know that's what it... meant. I'm gonna slice the guy's brain. I know it's not probably what he wants, but he's a terrorist. I need to deal with him.
You played the game and lost. These are the consequences.
Please don't.
I'm inside. He's Eiffel Yarn, born on Dantooine. 16 years old, he comes to Nar Shaddaa, works for the Exchange, earns his cybernetics. 19 years, he's recruited by the Nar Shaddaa terror cell, starts as nothing, but his enhancements prove useful to men higher up. They connect him to the cell's communications hub, feed him codes and patterns. Now the coordinates are mine.
What am I supposed to do with him now?
Leave him to die. I'm releasing his mind.
Can't think. Can't.
The hub is in the network access sector, a maze of computers and holonet transceivers. You'll have to pass the cell's security droids to reach it, certainly within your capabilities. Once you're there, disable the terminal. Then the Nar Shaddaa terror cell will cease to exist.
Can't.
Consider this an act of mercy.
Alright, so... Whoops. In that, mission you just saw, I did not expect it to go down the way it said the way I spoke. Like saying have some respect, I didn't expect me to defend the guy I kind of just took down. That seems kind of weird. Slicing his brain, as you saw, Khalil was not in favor of that whatsoever. I'm actually gonna fly to, or port to, the promenade, look at my abilities, and basically this is an episode. The network access would take me into like an hour and a half, and completing it in 2 hours, and I'm not doing that, so thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And next time you'll see the end of Nar Shaddaa, as that is the last place I have not been to yet.